All right, which juror has the paperwork?
All right, there is.
All right, juror number 6.
A verdict reached.
I take it you are the foreman then?
I don't know if everybody's here in the chat.
Has the jury reached its verdict?
Come on in, come on in.
If you could hand that paperwork to the bailiff. Give it to the clerk.
I'm starting early, y'all. I'm starting early. Just wanted us to get here since we're talking about Timothy Bliefnick.
Read the verdicts, please.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Timothy Bliefnick, guilty of home invasion signed by the foreperson and 11 jurors. We, the jury, find the defendant, Timothy Bliefnick, guilty of first-degree murder signed by the foreperson and 11 jurors. We, the jury, find the allegation that during the commission of the offense of first-degree murder, the defendant personally discharged a firearm that approximately caused death to another person was proven.
Wow.
Signed by the foreperson and 11 jurors.
All right, thank you, clerk. And
guilty verdicts.
Ms. Schnack, would you like to have the jury polled?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I thank you for your service. You will need to head back then to the jury room and wait there for just a couple minutes, and I will be in to talk with you shortly thereafter. All right?
All rise.
All right. Sorry, y'all. I was like, we were covering this situation earlier, so I wanted to make sure we did some coverage on it. Everybody, come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, good Nunya. Okay, Timothy Bliefnick, the man, if you guys remember, we did maybe about 2 months ago a video about how he was on Family Feud. He made a comment about his wife back then. Well, he's been found guilty. The court
enters judgment on the verdicts, and then the defendant has been held without bond. The court will continue holding the defendant without bond until sentencing, and we will pick a sentencing date.
All right. If I change my title, guilty.
Judge,
that was quick.
Purpose, if we could look for the first week of August, I believe. I'm sorry, the second week of August.
Second week of August. Okay.
Anytime between the 9th and the 17th.
Did you say anytime between the 9th and the 17th?
Yes, sir.
I can give you the afternoon of August the 11th at 1:30. I'll give you all afternoon. Do you think we'll need more than half a day, Mr. Jones?
I wouldn't think so, Your Honor. I assume we'll take up any post-trial motions and the sentencing.
We'll take up any post-trial motions, and I'll get to that in just a minute.
I would think the afternoon would be fine.
Ms. Schnack, do you agree?
That would be fine.
That was a quick verdict.
And the 11th works for you at 1:30?
It does.
Yes.
Okay. That was a very quick verdict. They just deliberated today, so that was a quick verdict today. Okay. Guilty. He's guilty on all counts.
The court is going to order the pre-sentence investigation report be done, but the clerk doesn't. We don't have them in this courtroom, so the court will enter that tomorrow, so that we will have that written order. And then Ms. Schnack, do you want more than 30 days to file any post-trial motions, or is 30 days going to be sufficient for you?
I would request 45.
45 days?
I have no objection to that, Your Honor.
All right. So
Wow. Which closing arguments took 30 minutes, okay? 30 minutes. They literally
how
deliberated
about
this morning
by
at 9.
the end of business on July the 21st?
That works.
All right.
Okay. Yes. So if you guys remember, I want to say about 2 months ago, we did some coverage on this case. This is Timothy Bliefnick, excuse me, who was at the time charged with killing his wife. They were estranged at the time, I believe, going through a divorce. Okay, they have children together. It was a very sad situation. And what happened was, why it caught a lot of people's attention is because he was actually a contestant on Family Feud, and he actually answered a question about his wife, and so that kind of came to haunt him. They had overwhelming evidence on him, that he murdered his wife. So they literally, closing arguments was about 30 minutes, deliberated this morning, and now we have a verdict, and the verdict is guilty. If you guys remember, this was literally, I don't know, like 2 months ago that we did some content on. I honestly thought they were going to be deliberating for quite some time, and now we could say, well, the deliberations is over. He's been found guilty, and now they're doing a schedule to the sentencing at this point. I mean, we looked at it all. But let me shout everybody out. I started early because, that was going on, and I said, let me go ahead and get this going since I saw it on Law and Crime starting up. But let me shout everyone. I have Cash in the house. Cash is already blessing us over here on with the $4.99. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He says, save the kangaroos. What's going on with the kangaroos? What is up? Shredder Entertainment, Rabbit. I saw the video. And just so thank you so much. What happens is if you leave links on my comments, it won't approve them. It sends them over to me to approve. So just know, I do review comments that don't visibly get viewed. I have to approve them though. And again, I have to approve. I get so many of them, but that was a cute little video. It was 2 rabbits fighting. It was very cute. Thank you for sending that over to me. Totally, totally cool. Your porn name would be Tipsy Hackett. Tipsy. Lord, Cash, you are on one today, aren't you? Kat, how are you, Kat? How are you? How are you? Liz, P's in the house. Okay, everybody, all my beautiful members. Oh my gosh. Shout out to my mods. I know I have Nonsense in the house and Chico. I see Lex. I'm hoping that the chat is not going crazy. Hey, Nana. And kind of glitchy. It's been glitchy all week, you guys. Hey, Jen. All right, everybody come on in, hoping for answers. Vic, my love, and my mod, my SW. Everybody come on in. Bobby, yes, I started early. I sure did. I sure did. I sure did. Nonsense in the house. Well, yeah, he fucked around and he found out. That's for sure. He is guilty. He is guilty. I mean, and I don't even know what the evidence looked like, but I'm assuming that must have been very overwhelming. I've got words. Stacy. Oh my gosh. Everybody come on in. I said hello, Lex. Shopaholic. How are you, my love? I've never seen you here. Did you just become a member? Welcome to the membership. Darcy, Queen Bella. Okay. Everybody, come on in, come on in. Everybody, make sure you're hitting that like button. So we had a couple of topics that we wanted to talk about. We just talked about Timothy, and for those that don't know, again, he was the man that was on Family Feud, now convicted and charged for killing his wife. Okay, just came about today. We got to talk about Danny Masterson. That situation is just another guilty. It's like guilty verdicts raining all over the place, which is great, justice for these victims and the families as well. And we're going to talk about I think it's called Sosa Together, this nonprofit that I came across that is giving me like Chris Hansen vibes. I wanted to show you guys something, but then I looked into it a little bit more and I realized it's a nonprofit. We'll talk about that. And then we'll talk about, yes, he is. And then we will talk about Puny, for kind of closing it out a little bit, for those that have been asking for a follow-up on that. What is there to, I don't know. I don't know what you guys want me to do. All right, whatever. Well, we'll do that. We will do that. We will do a little puny follow-up. Okay, so again, we just watched this verdict. I want us to jump right over to this whole thing with Mr. Danny Masterson's. Now, let me tell you guys something. This man, I don't know about you guys. I mean, he's got Church of Scientology protection all over. I mean, all over. It seems like he has been wreaking havoc all over LA, and he's got more than one victim. Okay. And finally, there's some level of justice here that has been reached. So I mean, great. You have a channel by the name of Growing Up Scientology who's also done some content on him. I mean, he does all everything. Okay, Scientology. So I mean, what what can we make of this, yo? What can we make of this? Let me stop sharing this and show y'all what's going on. I mean, I've seen a lot of the Scientology stuff that's been going on. Popcorn Planet is talking about it. Absolutely. Right now, jury finds Danny Masterson guilty of 2 counts of rape in the.
Breaking news now, an actor in Hollywood convicted of rape. Danny Masterson, who starred on That 70s Show, was just found guilty on 2 counts of forcible rape involving 2 different women. Jurors were deadlocked on a 3rd count. The women say they waited more than a decade to come forward because Church of Scientology officials discouraged them from contacting police. Again, actor Danny Masterson just found guilty in a Los Angeles courtroom on 2 counts of rape.
Wow. 2 counts of rape. Guilty. Yeah. You didn't hear about this, Jen? Let me put this on pause real quick. Yeah, I mean, it's barely making the news, but it's making the news. It's definitely, it's getting around there. I mean, everybody's saying stuff. 9 days ago, they had jury deliberations. It's been an ongoing thing. The creator that's been really heavily covering this, of course, is the Growing Up in Scientology channel, which shout out to him. He does very well, coverage on everything Scientology. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Scientology is a cult made by a science fiction writer to avoid taxes. Well, damn. I wish I could do that. I need to start a cult because I definitely want to not pay my taxes, because why should Uncle Sam have my money? And y'all can join it too. We can do a little cult. I mean, we got the perfect following. The Fluffle cult. There you go. We don't gotta pay taxes. Blank screen. I know SW was chosen for jury duty. Shout out to SW. I like jury duty. Is that a wrong thing for me to say? I love the experience that I had. Experiences that I've had. So yes. You didn't think they were gonna convict him? What a douchebag, taking advantage of women like that. He can rot in hell. Lord, the Church of Rabbits. Ooh. Don't get me started. Yo, listen. We already taken over the FBI. I don't know why. Why can we do shout out to Sinner. Where's my picture? Here it is. Right here. The Fluffle Bureau of Investigations. It was established this year. Okay? Fuck around and find out, and the Fluffle will come for you. That's just how it is. We easily manipulate people here. No taxes. For me, no taxes for at all. There you go. Diocese of the Fluffle. Lord have mercy. We got to have fun a little bit, Things get a little too serious. That's what Cash said. He said that, who was it? No, it wasn't Cash. It was a troll that came in here when I was covering Jared Lysick, and they said, "You're so manipulative with your people." When they said that, I said, "Really? I didn't know I didn't know I could do that." But hey, man, I mean, I got the power. I must be doing something right. Okay. Must be doing something right. Just saying. Great verdict. Good day. Yes. Tell me someone who loves to pay taxes. I'll wait. That's why we got to start a cult, SW, because we don't got to pay. We start a cult and we call it a church, get our little nonprofit thing going on, and then we go from then. You love Aaron? I know. I love how he says his name, Stephanie. He's funny. He's a cool guy. The DUI guy has been covering it too. Okay. Wow. Shout out to you. I know you're not a troll. I'm saying that there was a troll who said that I was manipulating folks. That's what I said. But I know you're not a troll. You got to add something else, like the Church of Rabbit Go Lightly. Yes, the Church of Rabbit Go Lightly. There you go. Perfect. There you go. Can't go wrong with the Church of Rabbit Go Lightly. Hey, morals. I'm just saying. I don't know. I like it. It's got a nice little ring to it. I mean, I might as well. I forgot to put my name in there. This is how rumors get started. This is being recorded, and you will be called a cult leader by the end of the week. I know. Well, I mean, this is how people clip shit. What am I supposed to do? What can I do? All right. This is the Church of Rabbit Go Lightly. Welcome all. We have our own sign of the cross as well. All right, let me stop because I'm not trying to get in trouble by the Catholic Church. I am Catholic at the end of the day. Just saying. And you know that they will. We got fans. Okay. We got fans over here. Real ones. So, all right. Y'all have distracted me. Stop distracting me. Look, it's all breaking news right now. Everything's kind of slowly trickling into the YouTube streets. So far, the first, channel that it reported was ABC7 Chicago, but I see Popcorn Planet is already on it, and so is Grown Up Scientology as well. So, I mean, I guess we will see. Andy is saying, hold up, let me stop this. Faces 30 years to life. Okay, so this is real, yo. Completely real. I'm just saying. We're both recovering Catholics. I'm just saying. I don't know. Get your foils hat. I know, right? Go fluffy, but not go lightly. Y'all are crazy in this chat. Okay. So, wow, we hit this kind of running, and that's great. I want to talk about something that kind of really got my attention. I was on the Twitter streets, which then took me to the TikTok streets, which then I was like, yo, I had no idea that this is going on. Okay, let's talk about this. I didn't know that this was part of I don't know if is it a reality TV show? I guess I don't know. I'll let you all decide this, okay? There's a nonprofit by the name of Save from Online Sex Abuse. It's a nonprofit that raises awareness about and combats online child sex abuse and exploitation. They say they prevent by educating communities, advocacy for effective legislation, intervening in active abuse by working with law enforcement, and support survivors by connecting them with essential resources. Now, I'm seeing this, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, they look very busy. They're up in an attic working. They got Apple computers, their laptops. They're working hard. So I then got called over to, the TikTok right here. And I showed this to my my beautiful, wonderful Discords, right? And I said, wait, are these the same people? They are an online CSA prevention nonprofit, watch undercover underage on Monday. So they have an actual show with, I guess, Discovery ID. What caught my attention was they did this little decoy thing where they caught, I guess, somebody that works in child services. Here it is. Let's see if I can do it without the dramatic music, because I was very concerned about this.
Oh my God.
So they find a man. Let me stop here. They find a man who works in, I guess, some child services. And it says right here, man asking to meet with a 14-year-old for SA has a shocking job, which is CPS child molester. Basically, that's what they're saying. And they get all excited, right? And they find this picture. Everybody's there. Okay, just watch this, okay?
He's a child welfare specialist.
He's a child welfare specialist.
He works for the Oklahoma Department of Human Services.
He works for the Oklahoma Department of Human Services. Look at this.
Suspected child abuse.
All right. Okay.
Wow.
The dramatics of it.
The
Okay?
park ranger being a child welfare specialist is
going.
worst case scenario. We entrust these people to take care of our society.
I completely agree. And I swear I'm watching this, right? And they're explaining how we entrust these people, yada, yada, yada. Keep going.
Context of Oklahoma. What does a child welfare specialist do?
Okay.
They're the ones that like Child Protective Services.
Yes, they
They're
are.
the ones that remove kids out of homes that are
Yes,
being
they do.
abused and beaten and sexually abused.
So a lot of emotions are running high while they're discovering this. This is all being filmed, right? This kind of gave me To Catch a Predator Chris Hansen vibes. I'm not going to lie to you. Undercover, underage. Okay. So these decoys are all together and they get together and they do this undercover stuff. This is called Sosa. And it's on Discovery ID, right? And I'm watching this. I say, wait a minute. In 2008, okay, To Catch a Predator was canceled. It kind of gave me the same vibes. And I don't know how I felt about this because I said, well, yeah, I want y'all to catch the bad guy, but how this kind of plays out gives me a little bit of like a concern, not just for like it's I don't give a shit about the predator, don't get me wrong, but it's I guess the exploitation of that situation that kind of bothers me a little bit. Am I off for this? Like I could be wrong, right? I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and it's a lot of dramatics. People on Twitter were dragging the dramatics. I mean, this is real raw, I guess. They're sitting there planning about what they're going to do. They hug each other. I'm just sitting there like, I don't know how I feel about this. Look, girls really like upset. Real trauma being caught there, right? Was this the one handed to them by the Canadian County Sheriff's Office is okay? If this is it, I think they claim they've been talking to him for 7 years. Something like that nonsense. Is it exploitation? I mean, I don't know. Y'all tell me. Because although I agree, and I thought it was like, all right, like it's a show, but then I find out it's an actual nonprofit. I kind of have a problem with that. Hey, Jessica, welcome, chappies. I think some people said this shit is acting. I said, what? I mean, it makes for great YouTube. I guess I don't know. I mean, if they're doing something to catch predators, but this kind of rubbed me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I said this is wrong. Not so much like, yeah, catch the mother predator. Yeah, get him down, get him arrested. Tell him what Chris Hansen said to everybody. Have a seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, sit down and let's have a seat. I'm down for it. I'm down for it. But I just don't know how I feel about the fact that these are actual cases that they're decoys, right? And they're taking this on, filming it. A lot of dramatics to it, of course, because it has to make for good TV. I'm also assuming that there's real life drama, and trauma going on while you're reliving some of this stuff. I see this girl crying. Judges get angry because of people like them. Yeah, I didn't like that video. I didn't like it either. Catch the mother predator. These mother effers that are doing this shit, totally. But kind of rubbed me the wrong. I don't know what it was. A lot of times I think they can't do anything because of the methods that they use to track them down. Right, Vic, but yes, but also passing it on as a nonprofit. So is the nonprofit connected to the show? Who's also then like, how are these, like even these shorts on TikTok? It's all a reality TV. Whereas Jenny, when there's real victims out there, it's not a reality TV. It's real time. That's my question. I don't know. I know of an actual YouTube channel that is better than Chris Hansen. No dramatics. So many arrests and locks up. Every group is different. Lex, you're going to have to recommend me that channel then, because I'm down for it. I'm down for it. Like, if they do the real stuff and it's not dramatics, I'm good for it. It's the second season and much different than the first. It feels. Gotcha. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm not going to lie. It just feels off. It does. But I think what kind of really got to me, let me see if I could keep playing this. They're very upset, I'm sure. You know, they say we're not going to rest until we take this guy down type of deal, you know?
I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of the work that we do, but none of that matters until he's in custody.
There you go. I'm sure it's very real. Okay. And they have so many other videos, I guess, with it. They have decoys
Yeah, take a look.
as well.
Oh my gosh. When we're creating a decoy, we can't just put a photo of some girl online and hope for the best. We decorate their bedrooms. We have specific decor for each one.
Wow.
And does it seem a little over the top? Maybe. It also does.
Does it seem over a little top? Maybe. I don't exactly think that these shows are on YT as wise. I remember the Chris show always had law enforcement. That's what I thought, right? Standing with Ukraine, that there was always law enforcement waiting in the corner, right? To jump in if things got nasty. But they should just give evidence straight to the cops and let them do their job. I agree with you. What if he is, well, when it plays out on like that though, it's kind of hard to even like, even when it was To Catch a Predator, like we kind of made up our minds right then and there. You talking to a minor, you're guilty. Who was it that basically I mean, this is what led Chris Hansen's show to be canceled. And I could be wrong, but I do remember, let me see, I just looked it up, that the show was canceled, the To Catch a Predator was canceled in 2008 following the suicide of Rockwall County, Texas, Assistant District Attorney Louis Conrad, I think that's his name, as police attempted to serve him with a search warrant after he had been caught talking to and exchanging pictures with a perverted justice volunteer posing as a 13-year-old boy. That's not, this is just dangerous, in my opinion. Volunteer, ex-volunteer cop, I don't know, posing as a cop, I don't know. I know, right? I remember that. Yes, he does, Tessa. He has one. What is it called? Have a seat. Because what is when the predators are coming in? What does he usually say to the predators? Have a seat. But and getting back a little bit, I think what I'm trying to understand, because when I saw a little bit of the little clips that I saw, then I saw this. I said, "Oh, wait a minute! They're literally all sitting in the attic," and this could just be like a stock photo. Okay, don't get me wrong. But is this what it looks like when they are searching for online predators? Um, I guess they've been featured. They have different things. I don't know. Watch Undercover Underage on Discovery Plus. Watch the Sosa team in action on this captivating docuseries on Discovery Plus. The camera follow us as we launch decoy accounts, communicate with ACMs, rush to identify predators, and collaborate with law enforcement to stop them from harming more kids and teens online. That's the vibe that I get. Is it under the guise of a nonprofit? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. How do you guys feel like it? I mean, just tell me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking at these comments just to get a little gauge of it. You think it's exploitive, not justice? Not right, not right. I think as somebody that looks at data, I'd like to see how many successful arrests, convictions, that have happened off of the show. How many people have they taken out and personally convicted, right? Like how many convictions have existed from this nonprofit? Because are they recommending the show, or is the show part of the nonprofit? I'm confused. It's just confused. I'll be honest. I couldn't do that work. I'd get charged, but sadly, it does highlight a huge issue in our society. Yes. Okay. I think I still think private citizens shouldn't be involved. Leaves too many questions to tactics and evidence. First, they wouldn't be all in the same room. They'd have different duties. They need quiet ROS rooms if they actually talking to someone. I'll message you. Okay, thank you, Lex. Thank you. Because this right here kind of and I'm just, listen, I'm judging by the picture. I was like, what the hell? Are they in an attic and it's all insulated? Like, I'm just judging too much. I'm just saying. I don't know. It shouldn't be entertainment. Well, these are vigilante groups in UK achieve many. They can use what they get in court, says Darcy. You guys feel pretty heavy about this one. I mean, I saw it and I said, yo, what's going on? But you can donate, of course. They have resources. There's a blog. Frequently asked questions. Maybe there's some questions here that they can answer. Look, they do list NCMEC up here and RAIN. Some of these resources I'm familiar with. Some of these, I guess, frequently asked questions are like, what should you do if you notice that your kiddo is maybe doing something online and predators online? Who do we contact? I don't think they have a direct contact, but info and emails. But they're all over social media, which I guess in my mind it makes sense, but I just don't know. More private citizens are creating group. I mean, sometimes law enforcement isn't doing everything. Cash, you're not the only person who said that I know of that said that this was giving me AWP vibes. Lord have mercy. I think at least for me, I'm a little like, who's trying to be a hero on YouTube? Because I'm a little jaded right now with that. Any pretend heroes on YouTube? I don't know. Tips of the day, folks. Control your kids' internet connections. Kids don't need to grow up glued on the internet. Anyways, entrapment is usually what gets these folks off the hook. Due to coercion laws. Ooh, yearly registration approved, no court convictions for anyone. Safe sites needed. Children are vulnerable. Yes, they are. It's odd because they've been arrested, but I don't know how the charges will work at the end. Right, nonsense. This is what I'm saying. It's like, if they're promoting this show, is this a show based off of Sosa, the nonprofit? You would have to kind of think about that. Like, what is the connection? And also, with all these arrests that they're making, if that's what the show is about, even if we look back at To Catch a Predator, and I've always thought, I was like, man, I really hope that there's some people that are doing some studies on this. Look at me in my grad school brain. If I could go back to grad school, that'd probably be a study that I'd like to do. If we could pull apart To Catch a Predator and actually see all of the, I'm just throwing out a number, but say that they had like 400 men that appeared in each series or episode, or 150, right? If they all appeared in these episodes and they were arrested by a gang of 10, officers right outside, and we all saw this, I would love to do some data on, like, qualitative data on, or numbers on, how many out of 150, and I'm just making up a number, out of 150 arrests that have happened from the show, how many convictions happen there, right? So how many actual predators that were convicted of such crimes have we actually been able to say, thanks to Catch a Predator, we have 80 people that were convicted of, such and such stuff. I'm just saying. I would love to do that. I don't know. That would be some research to do. If I could do grad school all over, which I don't plan to, but if I could, that would probably be something that I'd look into. Because I'm curious. We want to see, the public gets so captured by some of the stuff that happens. And I would like to know, like, okay, well then what was the aftermath? What happened? I don't know. But anyways, that's just me going on a tangent. Where is everybody? All right, I sent you the actual news release with the mug shots. Okay. I'm just looking at these comments. I'm noticing that the chat is not as crazy as it was before, so that's a good thing. Exactly. Stargazer, you just said it perfectly. I like what you said. Yes, she says, because unless you are convicted, you don't have to register. So to me, it's like, what's the success rate off of doing these dramatized shows on TV? because this is real life, right? These are predators. I mean, they might be acting or being overly dramatic about stuff, but I want to know, like, what was the success rate from the actual capturing of these, people? Like, how many actually followed up with charges? What happened? There's a couple who actually busted by random FB groups and exposed online, and then ended up taking their lives. There have been a very few messy situations. Okay. There was a YouTuber creator who ruined a year-long investigation by doing similar things as Darcy. See, Darcy, this is why let me tell you, I love independent researchers, independent reviewers, okay, that are able to say, I'm going to independently do some research and bring it up here and then just tell you whether this show was a good show. Because you're talking about somebody's real life trauma and situation. So I would think that you would be mindful of that kind of stuff. Hey, Bossy, my love, I hope you're doing well. Yes, it does. Absolutely. I mean, people still watch Mr. Chris Hansen. There's a lot of people, and I'm not saying that there can't be any good out of that. I think we could definitely do a little bit better about community policing. I'm down for it. But if Chris Hansen or such shows like this exist, I want to see what the success rate was or the conviction rate out of all this, all of it. It is comforting that there are questions and people feel some kind of way about this. When people brought to the public, it should not be for entertainment. No, I couldn't agree with you more. But if you're going to do it, then at least have some data to collect. Maybe that's the question that I would ask. What's the data? Show me the Carfax. That's what I would ask. I don't know. Yes, and don't forget to hit that like button. Cash says, Chris, hands on. Finally, his victims are getting justice. Yes. I believe you guys are talking about either Timothy or Danny Masterson. But yes. Okay. Let's move on. So we covered a lot. I think because we started the ground running. We're going to talk about Puny here in a minute. How do I look? At some point, I think that with this whole Puny thing is going to die down at some point. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to do a little fair use banner. Shout out to this Twitter person by the name of Rarely Care, who, I mean, they got the receipts. Okay. I'm not talking, they got the Carfax and the car title and listen, they got the receipts. Okay. So this was put out by a couple people, but I think this person put it out first and they put it out on Twitter. So I definitely want to give this person credit. You guys know that there is this, God, it's so weird to even say that this is an actual potential lawsuit. I'm not going to lie to you. I just feel like this right here is just like, what the hell? All right. So Mr. JLR, Jonathan Lee Riches, is following this situation. He actually commented on this post that Rarely Care made on Twitter. Right. I would say so. Yes, Tina, my love. Yes. Scientology needs to be held accountable for a lot of stuff. Okay. So Rarely Care here did a little thing right here that caught my attention. So Puny had a live where he talked about how y'all remember the letter? Damn it, I don't have my letter. I had a letter here and I don't have it anymore. But he was basically saying, well, this is the letter, the infamous letter. Lord, I'm trying to pull a letter, see if I have one here. I don't have one. Anyways, and I'm not trying to show my unpaid bills. But basically, he's going like this, the letter, this is what the letter looks like and whatnot, okay? He said something in here that it confused a lot of people. And rightfully so. I'm like, if you can make shit any more worse than you're doing, I just don't know, yo. Like, let me just play this shit.
Said you weren't a veteran because we couldn't find a Jason Smith that joined the military from that town at that year.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, no shit, stupid. Why would you? I never made that claim. Y'all did. Y'all be lying. Like saying I wasn't a veteran and all this garbage. Here, I'll help y'all. I went in to the military in Charlottesville, North Carolina. Anyway, it won't matter.
Do I have anybody here from North Carolina? Do we have a Charlottesville in North Carolina? Do we? I mean, I want to know. Listen, I'm a regular rabbit. I have unpaid bills. I got to pay some bills. Okay. Do we have a Charlottesville, North Carolina? Does that exist? No. It does exist. It's real. In Puny's mind, it's real. It's real. Do I have anybody from North Carolina here? I'd like to know. Y'all, tell me, is there a North Carolina? The tape on the video letter. Listen, I just want to know. Shout out to Julie Virgo. There is no Charlottesville, North Carolina, according to the website. You use the USPS website, USPCS website, the website with the mail stuff, right? And no for EPM, excuse me, MEPS intake. Okay. Does it exist? Bossy, does it exist? No, it's it's Charlotte, North Carolina. So there's no Charlottesville. Could he have misspoken? It's Puny's world and we just live in it. I mean, listen. He's going to get caught up. Have you guys checked it just to make sure, like, if you've ever sent this man a package, is there a Charlottesville, North Carolina address? I'd like to know. Tell me. Is it like Never Neverland type deal? No? Wouldn't the post office know if there was that city? I mean, joke's on me, I guess. In every... Oh, okay. He's just keeps tunneling in his hole. He's going to find it. Well, listen. Rarely Care on Twitter was the one that pointed this out about 3 days ago. It's just now picking up. A couple people decided to use some of kind of what was found, but this person picked it up. But let me keep playing this. Let me actually rewind because this is just hilarious.
Like saying I wasn't a veteran and all this garbage. Here, I'll help y'all. I went in to the military in Charlottesville, North Carolina.
Military.
Anyway, it won't matter. They're going to move the goalpost. They're going to.
Okay, listen. We might as well move the goalpost right now. Okay. Thank you, Bossy. It is in Virginia. Thank you. Let's move the goalposts because the DD-214 that he showed said that he went off of somewhere in Ohio. So I'm confused. I'm really confused. Lord have mercy, T. Kelly. Well, now listen, Queen Bella. If he changed the definition of docs, he's changing the He's changing the cities now. The cities and the definitions are changing. I'm just going to put it like that. I don't know. Yeah. All right, let me keep playing this. Let's just watch.
Move the goalpost. They're going to say, we said you weren't a veteran because we couldn't find a Jason Smith that joined the military from that town at that year.
Okay. At this point, I think he's doing this shit on purpose. I'm not going to lie. I think he's just doing this on purpose. I'm not lying. I feel like he is doing this on purpose. Like he wants people to keep moving this imaginary goalpost. And the thing is that the person that's suing him is in the comments on this Twitter post. Oh my gosh, no. compared him to South Park character and made me watch the episode. I swear it's spot on. Lord have mercy. I mean, I don't know. He's milking it. Sorry, y'all. I know. You're not suing him? Well, I'm not suing him. What am I going to sue him for? His bandanas? What am I suing? You're after... Cash is after the rabbit blogger. Good luck. Thank you. The military entrance process station. There's one in, well, there you go. In Raleigh and then Charlotte, North Carolina. Not Charlottesville. Is it possible that he got it wrong? Is it possible? I mean, I guess it's possible. If you lie so much, you just get caught up on this shit. Like, Lord have mercy. I don't know.
Yeah, no shit, stupid. Why would you? I never made that claim. Y'all did. Y'all be lying. Like saying I wasn't a veteran and all this garbage.
See, this is a cautionary tale. This is why you shouldn't drink. Like, I need to stop on my Red Bulls because I ain't trying to be like that. Just saying. Too many Red Bulls can definitely get you there. But let me go ahead and play.
Here, I'll help y'all. I went in to the military in Charlottesville, North Carolina. Anyway, it won't matter. They're going to move the goalpost. They're going to move the goalpost. They're going to say, we said you weren't a veteran because we couldn't find a Jason Smith that joined the military from that town at that year. Yeah, no shit, stupid. Why would you? I never made that claim. Y'all did. Y'all be lying. Like saying I wasn't a veteran and all this garbage. Here, I'll help y'all. I went in to the military in Charlottesville, North Carolina. Anyway.
Let me stop right there. What piqued my interest is because as I was going down, the person, see this right here, this screenshot? This is the DD-214 that he had released right there. Place of entry into active duty, Columbus, Ohio. He released this paperwork on YouTube and on Twitter. So what happened is Charlottesville, North Carolina, the city that doesn't exist, by the way. Well, I mean, now listen, now we've moved the goalposts. Furthermore, it's all your fault. It's everybody's fault. It's not my fault. I mean, you know, it's not his fault. It's everybody here. We keep moving these goalposts, these imaginary goalposts, as if we gave a fuck about this. I really don't. I'm just saying, this man is driving himself to a hole. Okay, let him light the match on fire and let him burn. That's how I see it. Okay, people are asking. It's pretty bad because even on the bottom. Here you go, Mr. JLR says, no such place called Charlottesville, North Carolina exists. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Really? Really? I don't feel, I'm just saying. This isn't even fun anymore. This is concerning. This is like get an intervention concerning. You this damn whiteboards. Listen, these imaginary goalposts. Now we got to move the goalposts further from Charlottesville, North Carolina, because Ohio, from Columbus, Ohio, from the paperwork he provided, he did. Unless you guys altered it, then that's another goalpost that we have to move. I need a whiteboard. Oh my God, I ain't getting no whiteboards. Maybe I'll put it on my Amazon wish list, okay? That's what I'll do. See, so that's more believable. Most likely he doctored that DD-214, which is a federal crime. I know. I need to see this explanation. Look, I need to see a goalpost because it needs to be moved. because he just said it. We're going to say, so I'm starting to think that this is on purpose. I really do think that he's doing this on purpose. I really do think that this is a click and a view for him because he knows that it drives attention to him. He knows that he's fucking lying. This is just, listen, he's got to finance this lawsuit that's coming up, okay? Remember the attorney he said he has where he has to, pull the chair so she could sit down and take her coat off, and it's an in-house attorney. Things are about to get real for this man. It's going to get real. He is trolling us. That's it. And the more goalposts that he moves, hey, baby Shay, the more he moves, this goalpost, it keeps moving. Okay? I mean, at this point, it's like, what is it? The San Andreas Falls. It just keeps moving. We don't see it, but it's moving. Okay? At some point, it's going to sink California. At some point, everything's going to go to shit. The Wasatch Fronts are going to be, there's going to be an earthquake too. This goalpost. This is how it is. Where is his attorney? Oh, Lord, listen, I'm his attorney. I'm his attorney. I'm going to represent him. I'm just joking. I'm not his attorney. I don't know if he has an attorney. I think it's bullshit, just like everything else. I'm just saying. That's it. That's all. Maybe you guys can be his attorney. I don't know. I think he's trolling us. He's trolling us. That's what he's a troll. He's trolling all of us. That's it. That's it. We've been trolled. Ha ha ha. Goalpost, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Everybody. You think he's scam? Well, he's scamming too. He's scamming the people. There you go. Now we're saying he's a scammer. Let me stop because I don't want to hard dox him, because how he said if you're talking about him, you're hard doxing him. So let me just stop. Okay. God forbid that I get in trouble for that. But anyways, guys, I have to head out because I got baby bunny over here and she said, look, I'm done with this. Okay. But Rabbit, he's not moving the goalposts. We are on the same side. Are we? Lord have mercy. Well, I mean, he just made up a city that doesn't exist. And then on his DD-214 that he released, it's a different city. So which one is it, yo? We just keep moving these goalposts. All of them. You guys, I'm not waiting for any attorney statement at this point. I'll just type one up for him and say, hey, you know what? Queen Bee had a perfect one in blue crayon. Do that one. That's what we're going to do. I am out of here because I definitely got to tend to baby bunny. But let me know your thoughts in the comments about all of these topics that we talked about. You guys have a great one. I'm out.